Hello, everyone, and welcome to All Four Downs. That's right, it's CNG Central YouTube channel, and we're just covering the NFL picks. That's right, we got more games coming up, more picks. So if you want to win some, come get some because we got nothing but the best picks in the house. I'd say, Hector, you and I, we did so well last week with these games.
Yeah.
But this week, I mean, you and I was talking before the show started that some of these games are a little bit spectacle because the fact that there's only a very few games that it's worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that Thursday night game between the Cardinals and the Saints. Like, what kind of excitement we're gonna get there? I mean, last week we ended up getting what was it? The Commanders or something.
And the Bears, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was no excitement in that game. I was more in tune with the college football with Baylor and West Virginia than that game because it was like 3-0 at halftime. I mean, come on, man. We get more excitement out of a baseball game than that game last week.
Yeah, indeed. And then big shout out to Dennis Carnes, once again, biggest supporter of our show. He goes, Ovi, don't pick the Bills this week. I won't, man. I'll leave them out this week. I'll leave them out. Don't worry about the Bills. Besides being 4-2 this season, I think they're going to enjoy their bye week along with the other teams that are well-deserved bye week. But we're going to talk about that and much, much more and get you all caught up. But the biggest news about in the NFL was the two owners from the Patriots and the Cowboys. I mean, Kraft and Jones were arguing with each other, and I quote, I mean, it's in every source. Jones like, don't fuck with me, man. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on over there? These billionaires are just arguing with each other. That's crazy.
Yeah, no telling what goes on between these guys, you know.
Man, I thought when you make that much money, man, you know, you chilled, you're happy, you know, you get things settled. But I guess not, man. I mean, and then with this Daniel Snyder stuff, they're trying to oust him out of the NFL. I mean, and then Snyder's like, let him. I got dirt on everybody. I was like, it's about to be a soap opera up in here.
For real.
Some producer is jotting everything down and making a movie out of this, and we'll probably see this 10 years down the line.
Yeah. Everybody's going to eat this up, especially, you know, you look on TikTok. You make one wrong move anywhere in sports, some TikToker is going to make a lot of money off of it and tear you down.
I tell you what, you know who's going to be making money is that cameraman at the Raiders game when Adam was winning and pushed him. And there's the lawsuit. Anything you do is a lawsuit.
Ching,
ching, ching. That's it. Yep. All I have to do is get in their way, and I can make some money.
Yeah, because all because he had a bad game. Oh well.
Oh well.
It wasn't his fault.
Hey man, you are professional. You're supposed to know how to win professionally and lose professionally.
Yeah.
So, man, I got no sympathy on that one, man. You make a lot of money. I'm sorry.
Just sign over that check to that cameraman.
That's right. And I hear the horn right now, and it is time to look at some standings real quick. We got the Buffalo Bills 5-1 in the AFC East. Not only that, but they also got the best record in the AFC. Also, surprisingly, the New York Jets are 4-2.
Yeah.
I mean, that is with the Chargers and Chiefs, and then everybody else is just dangling with 3 wins, 2 wins, a few with 1 loss, with 1 win.
Yeah. You know, well, somebody got to step up, and the Jets said, well, if nobody else wants to do it, we're going to do it. You know, we're seeing the downfall of the Miami Dolphins, you know. I think this goes to show that what it means to have your starting quarterback in the game, and that's not the case right now for Miami.
No, it's not. But, hey, more to follow on that. We have the NFC. The Philadelphia Eagles are the only undefeated team in the NFL, and they're just a game up on top of the New York Giants. Who would have known the New York Giants, New York Jets, like Man, it's been so long since we mentioned them as being contenders. I think they're contenders. I really do. And I think the Giants are the biggest threat on the road.
They are, and yet people are still not respecting them. As we can see that they're not even favored this week. And I don't remember the last time a 2-win team was favored over a 5-win team. Everybody got to start putting some kind of respect behind the Giants' name. It doesn't matter how you win. At the end of the day, when the fourth quarter hits zero and you got more points than the other team, you win. Okay, and Brian Daboll is working with what he has. It's not pretty with what he has, but he's working with it, and he's showing us all that he can coach anything that you give him. So we're 5-1 for this is not a fluke that the Giants are 5-1. It made a believer out of me because I was like, man, this is just a team that's just all over the place. Seriously. And Daboll got them right on the right track. So
all right, the Vikings are 5-1. The Buccaneers and the Falcons are tied. And the 49ers and the Rams and the Seahawks are all tied. So it'd be interesting to see at this point who are the contenders and who are the pretenders.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking about contenders and pretenders, the Bills, Rams, Vikings, and Eagles. These are the four teams that are looking solid. They joined the bye week. I think out of the four teams that got a bye week, I think the Rams are the ones that need that bye week so they could regroup.
Yeah, definitely. Three of the heavy hitters are taking a week off at the same time, and I'm excited to see them back, next week because this week's lineup is kind of mediocre for me, honestly, without them three in there.
All right, now I hear the drums rolling right now, and it's time to make our picks. This is the Thursday night football game that we're talking about, and it is the Saints versus the Cardinals. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, man, I don't know who to pick on this one. I think Andy Dalton is going to be starting for the Saints.
Yeah.
The Cardinals, I think both teams are a little bit banged up here and there, but who you think is going to have the advantage?
I think I'm going to give the slight edge to Arizona because the fact, even though Marquise Brown is down, but they're getting DeAndre Hopkins. So I think that hopefully will play a big part in this. I don't like either team's defense. So I'm going to give the slight edge to Kyler Murray here. Hopefully he can play some football at home and get this dub here for the Cardinal fans. So, yeah, I got Arizona.
All right. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I did get, you said the Cardinals.
Yeah,
I do have the Cardinals as well. Oh, no doubt I have the Cardinals. I think it's a must win for them. And there you go. Oh, I don't even have you guys on here. What happened here? Oh, there is a, how should I say this? An error on my part. There we go. There we go. So, yes, indeed, we both picked the Cardinals. Moving on to the next game, we have the Giants and the Jaguars. As you said it earlier, no one's really giving that much respect to the New York Giants. They're the underdog here, but I am sticking with the Giants to win this one. I mean, there's just something going on that it's working. It's working.
Definitely. I mean, and it's all because of Brian Daboll. He is the one that's working this squeaky machine and making it well-oiled here. I'm not taking nothing away from Jacksonville, but I like what my Giants are doing here. When you talk about beating a back-to-back juggernauts like Green Bay and Baltimore, you know what I'm saying? People are already talking about, well, this is time for the Giants to have a letdown. No, I think this is momentum. You got to keep it up here, And I don't think the Jaguars are going to have any success against the run. So Saquon should have a good day. And I think the Giants will come out victory here.
I think they all are feeding into Brian Daboll's philosophy. The Giants are 2-0 on the road. I think they're the biggest threat right now in the NFL on the road. And yes, I mean, they got nothing to lose. I mean, look how many years they spent on the basement, in the basement. This is it for them. Moving on to, and there's our picks. We both picked the Giants on this one. The Jets and the Broncos. The last time the Jets won in Denver was in 2010. Now, I gave you a history last week when they played the Packers, and it was 16 years since the Jets ever won in Green Bay. Now we're messing with the numbers here, okay? The Jets have a chance to erase a 12-year deficit against the Broncos in Denver. The Broncos were supposed to be contenders, but they're currently 2-4 in this season. I'm taking the Jets in this one.
I like the way the Jets are playing right now, and they got some good quality victories this year, and I think that they're gonna continue that. I mean, Russell Wilson is struggling down there in Denver. Okay, I mean, all their games are not pretty. If the Jets can put up more than 20 points, it's in the bag. I mean, that's it. Seriously, and I think Zach Wilson could do it.
All right, we both picked the Jets on that one. Moving on to the Falcons and the Bengals. Now, this one here, I would say like this. This is a must win for the Bengals. This is the defending AFC champions.
Mm-hmm.
They need to get back into the swing of things. I'm taking the Bengals at home.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bengals too. I think Joe Burrow and company will get things done. But I'm going to tell people out now, the Falcons are undefeated this year when it comes against the spread. So if you're looking for that, that's a good bet right there. But straight up, the Bengals will win this one at home. And so Marcus Mariota, sorry, buddy, you ain't going to get this one over Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
All right, the Lions versus the Cowboys. I mean, look, if I'm picking the Giants to win, the Cowboys might think the Giants are going to win. They know they got to win to stay in contention, right? The Lions were looking good early in the season, but they're 1-4. I don't trust them. And I think the Cowboys will have Dak Prescott back to start. So I'm safely taking the Cowboys to win this game.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the Cowboys defense against this Lions offense because they're like the number one offense versus the number one defense early in the season like this is going to be very exciting. I'm not too impressed with the Lions defense. I know even if Cooper Rush was still quarterback, it doesn't matter. The Cowboys will put points against these Lions, and at the end of the day, the Cowboys win the game.
All right, outstanding. Moving on to the Colts and the Titans. Now, listen, the Colts, okay, got their revenge against the Jaguars. All right, the Colts were able to shut down the Titans in their first meet, okay, in the second half, even though they didn't score enough points to win. The Titans are coming back from a bye week. This game, I think, is going to steal the show for all the games. All right, I'm taking the Colts on the upset to beat the Titans.
Yeah, see, I'm going opposite that. I think Titans rest and, a heavy dose of Derrick Henry will get the Titans a win at home against the Colts this week. And a must-win for both of them, honestly. But I think for Tennessee to be back on top of that division.
The Packers versus the Commanders. Taylor, I think I'm going to mess his name up because I'm thinking about a beer. I'm thinking about Heineken, all right? But his name is Heineke, right? Or Heineken.
Heineke. Yeah, I feel like the beer.
Just like the beer?
Yeah, just like the beer. Well,
Man,
beer like Heineken, but yeah, close enough.
Well, he will be starting against the Commanders because Carson Wentz will be out for several weeks due to a finger injury. Heineken can be a booster. He's always fired up. He always finds a way to lift up that offense. The Packers have lost 2 straight games. Aaron Rodgers has lost his last 2 visits in Washington, D.C. Kirk Cousins and Alex Smith were both quarterbacks at 2 separate times. Make that 3. I am taking the Commanders and the upset in this one.
I think Green Bay wins this game. They bounce back, and Aaron Rodgers will exploit the struggling offense that Washington has and a horrible pass defense also. So I think this is a bounce back week for Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
All righty then. Here we go. The Buccaneers and the Panthers. I'm gonna stay safe in this, and I'm gonna take the Bucs to win.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bucs too. I mean, what's the Panthers got going on? I mean, they just fired Matt Rule. So I know the Buccaneers haven't been dominant by any means, but still, I mean, you got Tom Brady at the quarterback here, so I think they get the job done here.
The Browns versus the Ravens. Now, listen, I believe I picked the Ravens in this one, but I'm a little bit skeptical here because it always comes down to the line of trying to give the ball to Lamar Jackson. And this is his contract year, and I feel like Harbaugh is trying to force the issue of making Jackson win the game to put him in the spotlight. This is a football game. This is a team effort. I feel like a lot of pressure towards Jackson. I picked the Ravens to win, but I'm tired of seeing a letdown when the Ravens are winning in the first three quarters and then lose it in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna happen in this one, so I'm taking the Ravens.
We could be talking about a 6-0 Raven team right now if they didn't blow 3/4 quarter double-digit leads this year. But it is what it is. I think the Ravens are the better team in this game. The Browns' run defense, to me, is all over the place. So I don't see them having any answer for the Baltimore offense. So give me the Ravens.
All right, the Texans go and visit the Raiders. I'm picking the Raiders to win by 7 in this game.
Look, I got the Raiders too. I think they clean things up a little bit here, coming off a bye week. So Houston, they just got all kind of issues going on there. So
they got issues, but they definitely have defense.
They do. They may have.
Do.
Yeah, I can see that, but I just don't. And I think they go away from the whole distraction with Devontae Adams. So Raiders win this one. I got it at home. So yeah.
All right, the Seahawks visit the Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers this week.
I'm liking the Seahawks in this one on the road. For some reason, to me, their offense can give the Chargers a lot of problems. And I think Geno Smith, will be efficient against, battling one-on-one with Justin Herbert here. And to me, I don't think Herbert is 100% still. That's just my opinion. So, but I like the Seahawks in this one, setting up a big matchup next week with New York and Seattle. Yeah.
I'm with Kansas City versus the San Francisco 49ers. I'm taking I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs too. I think the 49ers are a little banged up there. Chiefs rebound after not a disappointing loss, but a pretty good loss last week against the Buffalo Bills. So yeah, I got the Chiefs in this one.
All right, the Steelers visit the Dolphins. Do you think Tua's coming back?
I don't think he should. If he is, I don't think he should. I think Bridgewater should be at center there. Honestly, I think he needs to continue getting healthier. This is a game right here where he doesn't even need to be starting, because for all we know, they might be going back to Mitch Trubisky on this one. Honestly, because
no, Matt Trubisky is starting for the Steelers.
Because the Pickett got a concussion. Yeah,
right. Tua, I don't think Tua, but regardless, I think that the Dolphins have a slight edge. I think. I really do.
Well, I think so. I mean, they got Tyreek Hill and Jaden Waddle, so I think. Well, no, I'm sorry, Tyreek Hill. So I think that should be enough right there. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
I don't think it really matters if Bridgewater is playing or not. So
Monday Night Football: the Chicago Bears versus the New England Patriots. Wait away to end the week, but I'm gonna be here at home taking the New England Patriots. This is not going to be a close game.
No, I totally agree with you there.
Don't be surprised if it's 30-3 and the final score. So I'm a betting man. I'm sticking to it.
I was going to say 30-3 in the first quarter.
Oh, hell, they ain't going to be that bad, man. I mean, these two teams are not that great.
No, but the Bears are not. It's worse off, man. I mean, come on now. What they did last Thursday with Washington, New England is a better team. So Belichick's defense is improving. So Bailey Zappi, I guess you're going to call him.
Yeah, man. Hey, they finally got a quarterback, man.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious to see if will they put Mac Jones back as a starter. I'm just curious. He got potential, but if it's working for Zappi. If it's working for Zappi, leave it alone. And I think that's what Belichick is doing. But yeah.
It's the same thing in Dallas. It was the same thing in Dallas. Cooper Rush is doing so good.
Nah, you know why it's different in Dallas? Is because you paid so much money on Dak Prescott. Now, a lot of people don't want to agree what I'm about to say. They paying him a lot of money. Okay? But remember the time when Phil Simms got hurt.
Yeah.
And Jeff Hostetler came back. He stepped in led the team. And even though when Sims did get healthy, he did not play. Hostler kept all the way to the Super Bowl and
Yeah.
defeated the Bills. Super
Yep.
Bowl 27, if I'm
25.
not mistaken. 25. There you go.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, like, if it's working, let it be. Just let it be.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, because at least your starter's getting healthier, and when he's ready, he'll be ready. So, that's why I say in Dallas, if it's working for them with Cooper Rush, then let Dak Prescott get 100%. Don't put him at 90%. If it's working in New England with Zappy, then that's fine. Mac Jones could sit
Right.
out for a whole minute. I don't think he's in jeopardy of losing his job. I mean, you see what he did with New England ever since Brady left. So yeah, I like it.
Absolutely. Well, that's all our picks right there. So hey, do you agree or disagree? Let us know. Leave your comments below on the YouTube
Yeah.
channel or on Facebook. I know some of the viewers are on Twitter. You cannot make a comment on Twitter, but if you do, I will check it out later. But please go ahead, give us the feedback and everything else. Please subscribe to CMG Central. It is the new podcast network that supersedes Clovercrest, and we are so happy to be involved with them. More to follow on this. We got college football coming up on the top of the hour. You don't want to miss it with myself and Joe Aguirre. So with everybody, hey, it's time for football. We're getting ready. Thursday
Yes,
night,
sir.
here we come. So on behalf of Heck Love and OV1, have a good one.
Peace.